to do a really quick tutorial on a card that I made yesterday, and I'll just walk you through it. My inspiration is coming from the Occasions catalog on page 52. I'm going to be using this stamp set Sew in Love as well as the So Detailed Thinlits dies. And I kind of saw this card and thought, I wonder how I can recreate it to make it my own. So I'm going to show you how I did my little card. I am using the Sew in Love stamp set as well as the So Detailed Thinlits dies, and I will be using this. It cuts out this piece. So I have already done all of my cutting just so that it will go quicker. I'm going to use the Jewels Basic Pearls on this card, as well as the Tip Top Taupe and the Flirty Flamingo. This is one of our Stampin' Sponges that I have cut into quarters, and I like to cut them into quarters because I get more out of one sponge. I will be using the Clear Block D. I will also be using my Stampin' Scrub as well as my Stampin' Mist, which I have already prepared, and I am also using my snail adhesive. So we will get started. I'm going to start by using this base color. It is Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to be folding it in half. This base is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and I use my bone folder to score that really tightly. And then I'm going to use Very Vanilla for my next layer. I'm going to use the flower. So this is a clear mount stamp. It comes without the clear block, so you will need a block of some sort. If you don't have the blocks, I have also used the tops, the lids to a candle, like what you can get from Bath and Body Works or Yankee Candle Company, those kinds of things. But these blocks are really inexpensive, and this one block was my first one that I got. It is the Block D, and I have used it with most of my stamps, and it just rinses off and you can get started. So what I'm going to do with the Flirty Flamingo, I want a muted color, and so I'm going to do the Stampin' Off technique. So I'm going to stamp it down once, and then I'm going to stamp it on to my base layer. You can turn your stamp around just to give it a different look. But this is giving it a lighter image, so that'll be a little bit prettier with the colors that we are using today. And then I'll do one more over in this corner. Okay, so that's that layer. I'm going to wash off my stamp using my Stampin' Scrub. And then I am done with this stamp, so I can put that away. And I'm also done with my Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to use my Tip Top Taupe for a couple of different things. I'm going to be doing a sponging technique using my Stampin' Sponge. I'm just going to smush that down in my ink, and then I'm going to hold my image, and I'm going to just brush the sides. And you can do this as little or as much as you like. I'm also going to be distressing the top part. That's kind of what this sponging technique does, is it kind of distresses the look a little bit. So if you like that clean look, you can do very little sponging or no sponging. But I really liked what it looked like with the sponging like this. So then I just go through, I'm just kind of smushing really lightly as I go. The middle part you won't see very much because our other layers will be covering it, but that is the sponging that we're going to do with that sponge. And now we are going to pull out the sentiment just for you. So we'll put our little stamp back where it goes. It's all clean. And then we'll pull out this just for you. And I'm also going to be using the same block for this. And I'm going to be putting it on top of our top piece. I'm going to make sure I have it right side up. Although on this one it probably wouldn't matter that much. All right, perfect. I'm going to just scrub my stamp off and then close up my ink pad, and we are done with the ink. All right, just wanted to make sure we were still filming because that has happened to me so many times. All right, so now we are ready to assemble. So I'm going to use my snail adhesive, and I'm just going to put one on each side and a little bit in the center. And now this doesn't really matter which way it goes because we've moved our flowers around, but even if the flowers are facing down, I feel like it's still really, really pretty. All right, so this is the paper from the Sew in Love bundle, which is also where our stamp set is from. And then this lace doilies is also from that same suite is what they're called. So I am just putting a little bit of adhesive on the back of that lace doily, and I'm using the very vanilla side, and then that other side is Whisper White, so you can use it with all of your white, your brighter images. So we're going to put a little bit of snail on the back of that, and then we are going to put that in the center as much as I can. I'm not too picky about it. I'm going to put that in the center of our card. I also used this Sew Detailed Thinlits dies to cut out this piece here. All right, my camera was having technical difficulties, so it stopped filming and I finished the card. So I just thought I would go over this last bit for you. This layer is the Tip Top Taupe. I scored these lines just to kind of know where I wanted to put it, and then I put some snail adhesive behind our Sew Detailed Thinlit dies, and I put a little adhesive in the middle behind our sentiment there and put it on our Tip Top Taupe layer, and then I left a little bit of the doilies showing on the bottom, and then I put on our basic pearl jewels of this size, and I just put them in some random places on our card. I kind of like how spread out there, and then I put a couple on the little flowers. This is the card that I made earlier, and then this is the one that we did right now. I put this one a little bit lower, but I really like how both of them turned out. I used the sponging technique that I hadn't done yet, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Come back and visit me again soon.